What's going on, everybody? It's your boy PTK Blam back in the building with another weekly video. How are you guys doing today? Today it's Friday, guys, the end of the week, end of the work week for a lot of people here. So before we go ahead and dive into today's video, guys, I have a lot to talk about, but I do want to go ahead and just give a quick shout out to everybody who's new here on the channel. If you're new, please hit that like button, subscribe to the channel. You guys have been mashing that button lately. Thank you for the continued support here on the channel. It's amazing. 2019 is already getting off to a phenomenal start, and it is only going to get better from here on out. So subscribe to the channel if you are not subscribed already, and please share the videos as well. Go back and check my archive. Got a lot of cool videos, a lot of cool podcasts as well back in the archives. You'll be surprised who's been on the show, as well as the Shop podcast will be live this Saturday at 5 p.m. Mountain Time, guys. You know how we do it. You know how we do it. The best podcast on the weekend for gaming. Best panel, best topics. We have a good time on the show, guys. So if you're new, just come in, say hi as you come in. We have a ball on the podcast. So let's go ahead and dive into today's topic because it is definitely a juicy one. If you're looking at the thumbnail, you already know what I'm talking about. So yesterday, Bungie and Activision formally announced that they are going to be splitting. No Dr. Phil. They're going to be splitting. It's not going to be a divorce and we're going to get back together situation. It is a wrap, essentially. Now, this is something that's kind of been brewing up. If you've been paying a little bit closer attention to what's been going on, especially since that Forsaken DLC dropped. We talked about this on the podcast. It's come up on numerous other podcasts as well, that Activision was not happy about the sales of the Forsaken DLC. They were not happy about the sales. Bungie did release a statement saying that they were happy, but at the end of the day, the publisher is Activision. They're funding that entire situation. So essentially, if they're not happy with it, they're going to go ahead and break things off. Now, I didn't expect it to happen this quickly or this abruptly. It had to be some other things brewing up behind the scenes. Now, I'm going to give you a quick crash course history on Destiny, okay? Disclaimer, I am a huge Destiny fan, so I'm not faking this at all. I'm a big Destiny fan, and for a lot of people, Destiny 2 was like a short roller coaster, okay? A roller coaster that lasted about 10 seconds for a lot of people. The game comes out, a lot of hype, a lot of things to do. You grind for about a week, and then no content. Then about a month later, 2-3 months, content comes out, people come back, go away because the content is too short. It's the same repetitive cycle, Destiny 1 and 2. This Destiny 2, people left and didn't come back. Now, the Forsaken DLC did draw some people back, but the funny business practices, the season passes, where I bought season passes for both Destiny 1 and 2 and still didn't get all of the DLC. It's ridiculous. All of their funny business practices that Activision and Bungie have been doing this entire generation, I think a lot of that caught up to them. And games like Anthem, games like The Division 2, games like Rage 2, a ton of these awesome open world experiences are coming. We don't have time. We have other games that we can play if this game is not going to be up to par. And I think that Anthem is actually a blessing in disguise for Destiny. I think this whole situation is actually a blessing in disguise for Destiny. Hear me out. Now, you guys remember a couple years ago, we were begging Ubi to stop making Assassin's Creed. Please stop making Assassin's Creed, okay? We had a bunch of Assassin's Creed and it was a yearly thing. I think Destiny needs to go away for a little while. I think Anthem's going to come out. It's going to scratch that looter shooter itch that people like me and a lot of other Destiny fans want. It's going to give us a new fresh breath, a fresh take on the looter shooter genre. That's going to give Bungie time to go rework Destiny or do something different. It's going to give people time to miss Destiny, essentially. Now, I've also heard that there may be some more DLC coming out for Destiny, and I don't know what this holds as far as the future, like maybe a Destiny 3. And shout out to Ash and Lucas. She did tweet out today that Bungie has already secured funding for another game. Now, I didn't really dive deep into the article, but I was looking at the comments, and somebody said that $100 million was based on for like a PC or a mobile game. Now, I'm not an insider. Correct me if I'm wrong down in the comment section below. But if that's the case, and they're not going to be making a game that's console based, there may be some other things going on there. They may have to make a quick left turn and come back to Destiny. I don't know exactly what's going on with that, but we definitely going to keep an eye on this for sure because it is huge. Destiny has been one of the most supported, one of the highest selling games this entire generation, even with the issues it's had. Now, Activision, they're a gigantic publisher. They have Call of Duty. They're not going to do anything differently. nothing's going to happen to Activision. They're going to keep doing the same shitty practices over and over again. And I'm actually glad that Bungie decided to step away and do an independent thing. It is a big enough company, and they've made enough money to do this independent thing. Now, I don't know, once again, long term, how this is going to affect Bungie as a developer. Now, that remains to be seen. I assume they're going to stay third party and just make multi-plats for everybody. I don't know if anybody's willing to give Bungie $150 million to make an exclusive game, because I think that's what the budget was for Destiny 1. Once again, correct me if I'm wrong, that budget for Destiny 1 was insane. It was like a movie budget. It was like $80 to $100 million for that game, for R&D. So I don't even know if anybody's willing to do that with Bungie at this point. But that's a very, very interesting change of pace, interesting turn of things. We're definitely going to keep an eye on that. I am here on the show, as well as we're going to talk about this on the podcast this Saturday. So let me know down in the comment section what you guys think about this situation. Is it more beneficial to Bungie? Is it more beneficial to Activision? What's the actual, I was going to say, what's the destiny of Destiny? But what's the actual future of Destiny at this point with that split? So let me know down in the comment section. Drop a like on the video. Subscribe to the channel. We are on the road to 2,000 subscribers, guys. Help me get there by hitting that subscribe button. Let your friends know about PTK Blam in the Shop podcast if they're into video games, guys. We want to bring as many people in as we possibly can to get this good content. And by the way, guys, I got some amazing changes coming up on the actual show. Now, you guys already seen that the channel looks different. I got a new logo. I got a new Twitter logo. Shout out to the boy Diego. He hooked me up. So we're already got the ball rolling on changing things here on the show, and you want to be a part of that, make sure you hit that subscribe button, guys. But enjoy the rest of your Friday, enjoy your weekend as well. We'll see you tomorrow on the podcast. Peace out, everybody.